Hey folks, welcome back to Richer Rental. I'm just kidding, this is the first episode. But I love doing this stuff and I thought, hey, let's film it. Let's make a YouTube video, share the stuff I've learned, hopefully try and give you guys stuff you're not hearing anywhere else. Today, we're gonna go over the security camera. This is a Lorex. Don't know the model, but I'll have a link in the description. But the point here is that regardless of your model, these things are great. They're operated through Wi-Fi. Obviously not wireless, there is a power cable. So we'll go over just that basic hookup and then all the benefits of having a security camera that you can view on your app through Wi-Fi and your cell phone. So without further ado, we'll get into install, kind of where you might want to put one of these devices around your house. And the laundry list of all the benefits. All right, folks, first things first, where do you want to put this sucker? For us, and 99% of you, your one camera, if you only have one, we have two. We'll get to the second one, but you're probably going to want your front entrance, your front driveway. This allows you to see who's coming and going, and if anyone's breaking in, they're probably not crawling through forests or 20 houses behind you. They're probably coming in from the front street. We love to see when the cleaners arrive and leave. Our guests have successfully checked in and that sort of thing. This right here is more or less the view that our camera is getting. Okay, install is really easy. There's just on that circular cover plate there, if you were just to pop that off, it's literally 2 screws into the house. Yeah, the trick, I try to make it look as pretty as I could. And so I took the time to kind of tuck that connector power cable into the soffit. It comes with these nice little clips you can see here, just to kind of run it along areas where you can't, stuff it into somewhere. So I just had self-tapping screws for these and kind of cut over and again tucked it in where I can and tucked it till I hit my outlet there. Okay, so our second one is in the backyard. I'm just going to do a bit of a pan here for you. We've got a pump house shed there and a larger storage shed in the back. If I'm going towards the camera view, it's looking something like this. And again, get a nice view of the yard and the storage sheds in the back. For Airbnb considerations, I did put on this little fender here. It's literally just a yogurt lid, I think it was, and I cut and bent and glued that to the side, just to give the guests a bit of more privacy when they're out of here on the deck. We're not interested in seeing the guests. This one's more so for keeping an eye on the sheds at the back. As mentioned, we have a fire pit here as well, and so we've made sure that that's in view and we can see that fires are put out properly, kind of maybe on those more fringe times of year when fire risk is elevated, but you're still allowed fires. And yeah, so it's just a bit of peace of mind. Install here, again, same setup, running the cord, quite a more ways to get to the power outlet in the corner there. So the cords that come with this are quite long to account for that. Again, done my best to tuck it up into the soffit as best as I can. I believe I've run it along here. It's hidden so well I can't even see it. And and then I'm cutting across here using those securing pieces that it came with for the rest and tuck down the side into my power outlet. So as mentioned, cameras are great for the backyard, especially for your personal house. If you're running an Airbnb, you're going to want to be a little bit more considerate of where you're putting these things. For us, it's the fire pit in the back here. We put the deflector on, as mentioned, so that guests can be on the deck and feel that they're not being watched. When there is a concern, I just say, hey, it's only facing at the fire pit and the back shed. It's just for security purposes, ensure that fires are out after guests have checked out already, and that we just reiterate that we're not watching it at any time during the stay. It's Wi-Fi password protected, and that this isn't on some website in real time where you can watch real webcam footage. So it's always been well received. It's maybe that 1 in 30th guest that has the question. And so, if you can justify its location and how it's being monitored and that all the proper measures are in place such that it's secure, we've never had an issue, and I trust that you wouldn't either. Okay, quick and dirty laundry list of the benefits. First one, like I said, you can look at this from your phone, your tablet, your computer. Obviously, it's 24/7, and depending on the model and the storage, you can have anywhere from like weeks to months of time backed up before rolling deletion of older footage. But I think ours is 3 weeks. It's always been more than enough for our needs here. A subtle but important one is that it's a deterrent. It's great that you have the footage of someone breaking in, but what's way better, them not breaking in the first place. People see this, they just pick the next house that doesn't have one. This particular model has face recognition as well as vehicle recognition, so set it up such that I get alerts. This is handy for when we're expecting our cleaner. That way I'm not having to like continually check my phone. It also picks up animals. So in the backyard, we've caught lots of deer. And so we've actually used those photos on our Airbnb page, just saying that, hey, we're in a nice kind of wild area, and for the nature lovers, cost effective. Like buying this was somewhere around $250 for the 2 set. I'll have a couple links for my favorite products below. But yeah, way more cost effective, and similar effectiveness to having a monthly subscription to some home security system from your local company. Setup in terms of the Wi-Fi was really nice, and the app's nice and clean. They're all pretty straightforward. It's push and play, rewind. You can scroll through your notifications of whether it was a vehicle or person or animal that was detected. Another feature is that it actually has two-way communication. I haven't really used it other than to kind of play a joke on my family when they're walking by or something. And another feature for that extra deterrence factor, it has a light on the bottom there. So you can turn that on and off, but I have it on when we're away, when no one's at the property, and it just basically has this kind of big bright light that comes on every time anything or anyone walks past it. So it just adds to that deterrence factor. If the camera is out enough, maybe a big flashing light at you and shows that even in the dark you can be seen, including your car and all that. So it can be maybe pretty handy depending on where you're using this. Okay, the last one, I could probably think of some more ones, but I want to wrap this video up. We kind of use it to see when the grass needs to be cut if we're not in the neighborhood. We're managing this Airbnb from quite a bit of a distance. But anyways, overall, this is a huge, huge tool for running an Airbnb from a distance, or even if you're local. It's huge peace of mind, it's security, and yeah, we're not stressing when our cleaners aren't showing up, about to give a phone call. We can just monitor the cameras and then, make that decision at a later time. Hopefully you have a reliable cleaner that you don't need to be doing that, but you never know. Anyways, all the best. Catch you in the next one.